Well, hey, it's Wednesday, August 5th, and this is, yeah, there were a few things that I've seen that have come across the internet that are pretty disturbing. I mean, you don't want to see them, but they happen, right? And you have your thing with Roger Mayweather now being accused of, assaulting a woman. And some people will stand up and swear up and down that, this is bullcrap. And then you look and you realize, this isn't the first time. He has been convicted of domestic assault before. It runs in the family. Floyd Mayweather Jr. has also been convicted of assaulting a woman, and he's been accused of it on more than one occasion. You had the crazy thing with Bradley and Campbell. The fight should have been a no contest. It was a headbutt, and it was allowed to go on. I mean, that's absolutely... and then they switched it around, and they gave the win to Bradley via TKO, which is absolute junk. I mean, it's horrible. Over the weekend, they had the thing, the assault in the ring with Panama Lewis, was it Luis Resto and Billy Collins. They had that on there, and as dirty as Panama Lewis is, you wish he could be completely out of the sport, but he's banned, but he can still train fighters, and the fighters pay him, so he's not banned, you know what I mean? And you got Resto, who was a fighter. He's not a trainer. Not everybody can be a trainer. Just because you're a fighter doesn't mean you can be a trainer, okay? Just because you know the stuff doesn't mean you can actually teach it and pass it on to people. So he lost that, ability. He lost his life. And just when I'm like, man, it's junk, right? We had the, our three great fighters pass away, and not pass away, they were murdered in July. And now we have, this thing everybody was looking forward to is the WBC Super Middleweight Tournament. Now that is being hammered. Now the Carl Froch, Andre Durrell fight is still going on as planned as we speak. The Jermaine Taylor versus Arthur Abraham, the King, still going on as we speak. But the one fight that really brought swagger to it, to the tournament, Kessler and Andre Ward, is now off. You go and look, pull up their records and look, and you're going to see Kessler's fighting Guillermo Perdomo. He's like 16-2, 10 knockouts. Okay. And then you have Andre Ward fighting Shelby Pudwill, all 34 years old of him, who got knocked out by Duddy, in 2006, 3 years ago. He's only had one fight since then. Not that Duddy's a bad fighter, he's a good fighter. But at the same time, it's not like he's fighting the top guy. Pudwill. He's not fighting Duddy, he's fighting Pudwill. Shelby for a guy? Really? Anyway, apparently Mogan's Palais. Anyway, he's throwing up this big brouhaha crap, saying that they can't do the fight. Sauerland, who is Kessler's current promoter, is he's basically suing them and Showtime, saying that they have no right to this. Kessler's still under Pelle's contract. And now that the big draw of this super middleweight fight is shot now, could they get like who's it, Butte? I want to say is it but they want to get him. I mean, you got to get somebody, right? Unless you're just going to go with the 4 and then break it down like that, and then Froch's odds look pretty good. In the tournament, I thought Froch Kessler looked very, very intriguing, but now, yeah, Lucian Butte. Maybe they'll be able to get him in there. So, who knows? We'll see what's going to happen with this. But I just wanted to throw this news out there that's breaking, that's not positive for boxing at all. Kessler needs to start doing the big stuff now. He needs to get away from that shadow of the Calzaghe thing and get out there and really do it. And his promoter, if it was Pele, who's continuing to destroy his credibility. I mean, he's ruining it, man, since 2000. Anyway, okay. Well, that's pretty much it for now. I'll try to do a question of the week later on. You know, got to motivate myself for that. So, but just want to let you know, as it stands right now, that the Kessler Ward fight is off. Man, that's boxing. That's why I don't make videos about fights as soon as they're made. I try to hold off a little bit, but you know, people get antsy. We live in an ADD society. It's like, give it to me now, give it to me now, give it to me now. And then they get it and they're like, oh, this is crap. All right, well, you all have a great day. I'm out.